Hello everyone and welcome back to video. My name is Programmer Tabby, and in this video I'm going to be playing some more Rise of Nations. So today I'm going to be talking about more of the economic uh, view of it. So let's go Austria again, because why not? Okay, Austria. Boom. So first, if recap of my last video, I showed how to declare war on people. I showed how to get troops, how to move around, more of the basic stuff. Now I'm going to talk about more about economics. If you guys are on a computer, if you press E, this is how much you are making income, and on the bottom left is how much you have in general. So I have 125 million dollars, and then I'm making 345,000. It says here in the red, I'm losing 40,000 in military upkeep. Uh, if you want to look at military, click out and click what is it? D, yeah, click S, and it shows how many, what military you have and then how much you're spending for it. So if I go back, I'm spending 40,000 and then I'm making 385,000. Tells you why from tax and resources. Uh, doesn't matter. Okay, economic. So something you can do, as you guys see on the bottom, there's economic laws, city overview, and then resources and trade. Trade is like the main way to get money. It's one of the best, honestly. You can also make factories, which I'll talk about later. So, in my trade, here's everything I have. So I'm getting negative 3.7, 3.68 consumer goods. That gives you better stability. I'll talk about it in a different video. I'm getting 1 iron and then 5 oil and then 1 tungsten. That's from everything in all my cities and all my country. So, if you want to trade with someone, let's say, I want I want iron from Hungary, or I want iron from someone. Go to iron or whatever you want. So I want 1 iron. Trade. Click who you want. If it shows like a orange, that means it's a real player. If it shows white, that means it's an AI. In this case, they're all AI. So here it shows cancel. So if you made a deal, you want to cancel it. You know, sell. Okay, buy. I'm just trying to show y'all. And so look, he bought my 1 iron. If I cancel it, it'll cancel the deal we had between us. Um, so there's cancel. There's sell and sell bulk. Two different things. Sell is like it keeps coming. So if I want to buy 1 iron from Algeria, this will be every 5 days, or in this game, like yeah, every 5 days, which is like the rate of this game. That's sell, and sell bulk is a one-time transaction. So if I want to buy 1,000, I want to buy 100 iron, buy bulk. I'll buy 100 units of iron for $3.8 million, one-time deal though. So you gotta make sure you gotta click on the right one. Um, and then there's buy bulk, buy bulk. So these two numbers. This is the amount you want. So I want 1 iron. This is the multiplier. So if I want to make it more expensive, or cheaper, I guess, in this case, if I'm buying, I want to make it cheaper, it'll make it cheaper, but, the normal is 1. If you just want the normal price, just do 1. If you want cheaper, then do 0.8. I'm going to do 0.8. Let's see if I can buy it. It's 0.8 of the price. They declined. Okay, let me try 0.8 with United States. Buy. They declined. So if I just do 1, most of the time, you'll only really use whenever you're playing with real people, because AI usually doesn't like to change it. They like just 1. So there's trade. And then factories. So if you click on whatever city you want, in this case I'm going to go with Graz. Graz. We want Graz. I'm gonna click buildings, and then if you scroll down, there's a lot of different type of factories. The most common for money is electronics. If you have 2 gold, 2 copper, you can make like 2 units, so not bulk, like buy or like have. 2 units of gold, 2 units of copper, you will make 16 electronics. If you sell all of those for one price, like the one price monitor, you will make a lot more money. You'll make like almost 2 million off of it. If you make it in a lot of cities, you'll get a lot of money. So what I want to do is I want to get some gold and copper. So copper, trade, go to, because it's not a real player, I'm just going to do it. You have to have 2 gold, 2 iron, not bulk. Or 2 gold and 2 copper, sorry. And from Zimbabwe, let's take it. Boom, they both accepted. So let's go in Graz. Let's go to buildings. Let's scroll down. Electronic factory. And it will cost $25 million to actually make. So make sure you have good economy before that. If you don't, then I'm sorry. So of course we have to wait. Something else I want to talk about is economic laws. Economic laws is, I've shown it in my last video. It's with taxation, government spending, and research spending. So taxation laws. If I make it higher, that means I get more money with tax, but I lose stability, which I've talked about in my last video. So if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Economic laws. I'll post it above, or I'll post it in the link. So here I can get 1.5 times. So right now I'm only making. So now I'm making 300,000 off of it, and then now I'm making 500,000. But my stability is gonna decrease enormously. So usually you actually want to do lower so you get better stability. It says the tax income here is just normal. Here's I get 0.75 of the money instead of 1. Like let's say $1, I would only get 75 cents instead of $1 whole, or I can get $1.50. So government spending, it makes it so the higher you do, the more money you spend, but the better stability, rebel suspension, war exhaustion reduction, and political power gain. So this is like probably the best thing and the most common thing people say whenever you want better stability. But it costs a pretty good amount of money. Research spending, it gets you power generations, and it all depends, of course, like your population and your cities, and this all depends. These two, actually, all three. Um, so here I can spend. Well, here I'm gonna get 0.6 more research, but I'm gonna be spending 62,000. So if you don't want that, then don't do it. Okay, let's go to none. Okay, so this is done. So I'm making 19.2 electronics. So if you go back to E, resources and trade, go to electronics, trade, and then just you don't want to do it to real people because they'll barely accept. Like it's rare, unless they have like millions, like lots of money, then they would. Um, oof. Because these are all AI. Usually you want to do AI that have like none. So here I'm just gonna do 5, sell, boom, they accepted. 5, sell, boom, 5, sell, boom. I think I want to do 1, right? No, 4. Sell, boom. I'm only getting 0.19 left. I'm only doing that just because I don't care enough for that little amount. But if you really want to, you can do like 0.18. Never do what it says. If it says 0.19, you're still going to get negative like 0.001. So always do like point or point of whatever one less. So you gotta do 0.18, sell it, and then after it's gonna say like 0.00 something. See, it says that 1. So if I put 0.19, then it would have done some. I would have got negative. So now I'm making $1.5 million or 1,500,000 off of just the electronics in one factory. That's not including spending. If I'm including spending, I'm getting about $1.3 million just from one electronics factory. This is like the best way to make money, especially early game. Um, so more about money. Here's all your expenses and your income. Expenses are a big thing because you want to make sure you're not spending too much. So stuff you can spend money on is trade, which right now the only thing I'm trading. You can actually over like where it says trade, not the money, the trade. It says importing 2 units of copper from the United States, 2 copper, importing 2 units of gold from Zimbabwe. So I'm taking that, and then military upkeep, which is my